we deserve to be last place, deserve to go through a lower bracket.
Is there kind of a part of you that goes, this is almost the gauntlet I want?
Yeah, this is a perfect bracket.
All Turkish players.
Like that.
Yeah.
Exactly. If Turkish players take momentum, no one can stop them.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Spike Drop Roundtable. As you can see, I'm joined by Mitch, Jamppi and Starxo. Happy to be here?
Always.
Amazing.
Always.
Well, I want to jump straight into some of the chat about the current meta, and I know both of you guys have had maybe some slight troubles when it comes to the group stage. And starting with you, Starxo, are you liking this meta? Are you liking the changes that have been made?
No.
No? Why not in particular?
Because there's no Yoru.
Okay. And what did you like about Yoru that you can't have now?
Martin.
Just Martin in particular. When watching his team, was there anything that you went, oh, that's what they're struggling with?
Oh, wait, what? Sorry?
When watching some of Mitch, because he's not going to give me a good answer. Was there anything that you thought, okay, Martin brought this before and maybe they're struggling a little bit with now?
I mean, I guess it's just adaptation, right, from outside. I mean, of course, I'm not inside their team, but, you know, there was not too much time to adapt between the Santiago, right? Yeah. And it's completely changed, in my opinion. The meta completely changed with Euro, so I guess that's it. But it's hard to be... Because we didn't play that much Euro in a couple of maps, so... Yeah, but I prefer this meta rather than with only Euro. But still...
Do you think so... Since we've had the Euro changes, where do you think we're at now in terms of, like, what is rewarded the most in this meta? Neon?
Yeah, I mean, Neon is a must pick almost right now, yeah.
Do you think that there's like a particular skill set? Like, is it just being that TikTok, like ADHD?
Yeah, and the fast
flicker?
rotation still, because I think with Euro you had the fast rotation always, so I think with Neon you still kind of have the fast rotation, and I think that's the, especially on the defense side, but also the agent is just strong right now with not much stopping power in terms of sentinels, which I guess are the counter to Neon, so. But not many people, in a lot of maps, people are running no sentinel comps right now.
Do you think we need the Cypher kill trips back?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, please, Riot.
I think that's a good stopping. Because you don't have, like, example, agent like Breach, you can't use the stun anymore 3 times in a round. It's like max 1 pretty much, and these kind of abilities could make possible stop it. But
I mean, I feel like it's very easy to even bait out that, especially because you've so few breach stuns.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, it's like just run up, run back.
Yeah, it's like one per round right now, so you can't really use it instantly anymore.
You went the route of playing the veto as like the sort of fix.
Yes.
What was the thought process behind that?
He's trying to see if he can say it in 5 words.
I mean, like Jamppi said, you know, it's been... it wasn't much time, you know, we had after Santiago, I think we had like 10 days of practice, you know, like we had to take a break, you know, like to get some like time off Valorant as well for each other, you know, to chill. So we were brainstorming. We ended up with Vito, you know, like I mean, maybe we missed, you know, like we tried to kind of compensate, like try to find a way to like play like a Yoru type you know, like TP there, rotation, you know, he can play aggressive, get one pick, TP out, it's not the same TP. Like with Euro, obviously, it's like more risky. It was feeling like quite fine on practice, to be honest, you know, like, but on official, like, didn't work out, I guess, you know, like, now we're kind of finding our way back, how to approach it and stuff like this. But, yeah, I agree with Jamppi, you know, not much time. That's the beauty of the Valorant, you know, like beauty of esports. You know, you qualify. Obviously, there is a lot of ups and downs coming after tournament. We need to accept it and move on, you know, as fast as possible.
It's obviously always a challenge, yeah. Like you said, when you go to an international and it's such a quick turnaround, and there's changes to adapt to, and those changes move against what has been, I suppose, your biggest strength, at least from the outside looking in. But I want to ask you, with meta changes, we've had a lot over the course of Valorant. Like we've had player metas, like where Chamber in the hands of the right player, like Ye back in the day, would just dictate a game. Or you,
Your fractures, pretty nasty.
But then we've also had like the Fnatic post-plan era where it's like much more of a coach meta, like the preparation going in and how like playing in a very strict system benefits you a lot. Where do you think this meta sits between like coach and player metas? Like who's defining it more?
I think you can do both actually.
Okay.
in my opinion, you can do both right now. Just because I think before it was like you had to play Euro. I still think Neon is a must duelist, but how you build around Neon, you can still play much different.
Do you think that makes the game healthier? Because you have the Neon, but you also have the flexibility around it. It's a hard one.
It's a tough one to say, I guess, because I think the Neon is still a must play, but the way how you play around Neon is very flexible. You can play double duelist or you can play double initiator also to support the Neon, or have a second duelist who's then going in with the Neon. So you can go both ways.
Yes. You want my answer?
Would be nice.
Yeah. That's why we did bring you here.
5 words. No, I mean, I agree. I mean, it's you can go 2 ways, but I still hate this meta. I mean, I was enjoying Euro because we were winning, but obviously it was also like not probably not fun to play. The Euro was just cheating, on the map to TPs and stuff like this. You could get away with a lot of things. Now with Neon, you get away with even more crazy things, like if you have like, like Neon having a good day and stuff, like doesn't even need to have good day, you just send it. There's no counter, if you don't one-shot him instantly, he one-pumps you or whatever on eco, you need to be careful of so many variables, during the rounds. It's really dangerous to play right now. You need to find out, I mean, that's the beauty of the game again, you need to find out how to approach Neon. If you don't find out, you're gonna struggle. Obviously you want to be playing more stable meta where it's kind of, nice, like balanced. But this is the way Riot is putting the game right now. We need to adapt. They're gonna change it soon. So
probably
let's see what's coming,
What I kind of then want to ask, because obviously for fairly different reasons, I think both of you guys as teams had like targets on your back. Obviously, you guys had the sort of super team, but then also your performance at kickoff, I think people went from underestimating you to now looking at you as like okay, they're a threat. Have you felt that in stage 1 of like, okay, well now people are targeting us?
Yeah, I mean it's normal, I think it's normal if you play so good, if you perform, like everyone gonna look up to you, what you've been doing, wanna steal your stuff, or like want to beat you like so hard that like you maybe don't want to beat them that good, like it's like kind of you fight with yourself, with the motivation. I think the only way you can crumble and lose if you're gonna let it affect you, let the community affect you, like the I don't know, for example, like Martin's the best, he should get better team, or like B-Boy is doing nothing, where he was doing a lot for Martin, to like actually activate him and stuff, like people don't understand, which also put out of weight on Beepo's shoulder that he need to perform or whatever. So like in the end, you just fight in your own head, like with unexperienced players that like don't know how to handle the pressure from community and stuff like this. It can be tough, to bounce back. You can see that in maybe BBL. I don't know what's in their heads, but like obviously it's like a big change for everyone. Like you can struggle mentally to handle those type of things. So I would say I see it more from this way,
Do you think the Valorant fans in general overreact when such a high bar is set? I mean, for you guys, expectation, everyone was super hyped about the roster. For you guys, obviously, international success just before the stage. And then I wonder how you guys feel that sometimes when you present anything less than perfection after that, like as soon as there's a little hiccup in the road, do you feel like people overreact to that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially because sometimes there is things that like exactly people overlook a lot of things when you, let's say you do well and you do a certain tactic and people say this is the amazing tactic, you are doing amazing. But if you're playing bad and you do the same amazing tactic, people will never say that was amazing.
Yeah.
And I think that's when the overlooking comes, let's say with our team or with Gentlemates when they did well, and now if they've been struggling, but maybe they've been doing the same stuff that, like possibly I'm just saying that, and then people just overreact that no, they're not doing good. When in fact maybe you are doing the same stuff as the other teams.
Yeah, it always feels like that.
Yeah, and that's the overreaction in my opinion, because sometimes we do stuff like as a team vitality and then people just don't say it's good, and then I see the other team doing stuff and then they somehow win there and then they get praised, and I think this is the overlooking in terms of the standards, exactly, because people have high standards.
Yeah.
Would you then say going towards the playoff stage that like maybe people's favorites are in the wrong order? Like, would you, because obviously, like, you look at how the groups went and how, like, for example, Fnatic 5-0, or you go like Foot 4-1, Liquid 4-1. Do you think even though it didn't go the best for you guys, you're actually like more likely or maybe closer to a lot of these teams than it looks like?
I mean, possibly in playoffs, but of course in regular season we were not. Like, I can admit that. Like, we got super lucky that we are in third seed right now. But, you know, we have time to prepare still because, you know, of course I have full confidence that we can beat any of them. Like, example, Foot or Fnatic, that even though they are 5-0, of course I need to have the confidence that we can beat them. But during regular season, no chance we were playing as good at them.
Do you feel the difference, like, when you get to playoffs? Like, is it a completely different game?
In my opinion, yes, because it's a long, at least for me personally, group stage is such a long format that you have a lot of time to prepare. But when you get to playoffs, you just play fast game tempo. And I enjoy that much more. And I feel like you have less pressure in the matches because you play back-to-back games, example.
Okay. Is it the same for you?
Yeah, I mean, group stage is really long, you know. Obviously, for us, coming from Santiago is a bit better. You know we're going to struggle at start of group stage because of the time of preparation. Lose against the game we lost against Foot kind of like humbled us a lot. You know, we didn't expect, like, also, like, we didn't know what to expect from Foot. Like, we thought, like, we maybe put so much pressure on us that because we last time beat Foot, like, really easy. And now it's completely different team. And I think with the mindset we came was really inappropriate. Like, we thought, like, oh, we're going to beat them easy. And then when we lost, like, they kind of smashed us. We were like, what's wrong, you know? Like, are we that bad, you know? Like, last time we beat them so easy and, like, stuff like this, but it's, like, completely different team, you know? And you see, like, how smoothly kind of they went through group stage, and that kind of showed us, you know, we need to work harder. Like, this team already catched up to us, you know, and, like, even maybe are, like, higher than us. So, like after 1-2 weeks on group stage, like, we kind of started getting more grip on the game, on the meta. We kind of did some changes, stuff here and there. We could be second place, third place in group, like, but like individually we were not there, you know. We were kind of struggling a lot as a team, so we deserve to be last place, deserve to go through a lower bracket. But that's the beauty, you know. Like, I think it's gonna be nice because, like, we like back-to-back games. I think in kickoff we had back-to-back games and stuff like this. It was very fast, like Jamppi said. So always nicer to play because you don't need to think, like, for another week what's gonna happen, you know, every scenario, anti-strats, you know, work, maybe bad days, stuff like this. You go, you play, and you have extra motivation every day that the game is coming instantly, you know, and you want to play all the time. So it's like, it's nice.
Do you think right now, because for a long time in EMEA, going back to even our 2020, 2021 days, there was a dominant team in EMEA. There was always a favorite who everyone looked at. And Fnatic are 5-0 right now, right? They're the only team to not lose. But we can talk about, you know, the differences in the groups and everything like that. Do you think EMEA has a best team right now?
I mean, Fnatic, yeah. If you look at stats, right, I think, I mean, or Foot.
But
but if you're not looking at stats, who do you think it is? I mean,
you look at teams that show the most dominance, I think, right? That, like, don't have, like, these close games that they're showing a lot of mistakes, you know, like some, I wanted to swear, but I cannot say
it out.
You know, so I think they show the most dominance, you know. They have really good team play and they're really confident. So I would say Fnatic and Foot, obviously, you know, not looking at stats, but the way they play, the way they dominate the games, I think, in my opinion,
You agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
I then want to kind of look a little bit at the bracket, and I want to start with you because obviously your game will be either versus Jamppi or versus the team that Jamppi will have beaten, and which is either Vitality or Liquid.
Yes,
those are the two teams.
Nice.
Who would you rather play?
Doesn't matter.
Who would you rather eliminate?
No, it's not like you think about it. Like, who do you want to play? I think, you know, like, it doesn't matter. You know, like, we take who comes to us.
But know? Is there a team that you would like to eliminate?
Vitality. No,
That's good.
No, it's okay. I mean, no, I don't think that way. So I cannot answer to this.
Is there anyone further down the line that you're gunning for?
No.
Not even BBL?
I feel bad for them, you know, like, because, like,
so it's not fun when we had
some scraps between each other, but now the way they struggle, I'm kind of also like human, you know. I understand them. They're also kids, you know. I can feel the pain they go through right now. It's like huge change for like kids like this, you know, with no experience that much. So, whatever, you know. I hope we will both bounce back, you know, from this.
That's an interesting question, actually, then, because we just spoke about sort of what changes going into playoffs. What changes going into the lower bracket when elimination is on the line? Like, what's the biggest change? Is it like the way people communicate? Is it confidence? What are the challenges there like? Or is it no different to the upper bracket for you guys?
I think depends how you set up your mindset. I think it's like you can go with, you know, game by game. You don't really look at you go out after first game. You just take it day by day. That's how you should do it, because then you put too much pressure on your shoulders. You know, like with every round you lose, you're gonna think that you are so much closer to losing, and you just play not to lose, and it's not really good. You know, so obviously we need to understand that we played bad group stage. We deserve to be there, you know. We deserve to play from lower bracket, and it is what it is. You know, we need to step up. We need to do much better. So if we're not gonna do it, we're gonna miss London, and that's all. You know, we know how Santiago feels. We want to be there again, but if we don't gonna step up our game, this is the reality, you know. And we're gonna practice for stage 2 longer. Yes.
For Jamppi, it's a little bit different, because I feel like, in my mind, you have 3 teams that you have something against, kind of like, or a rivalry. One of them was GX, who kind of had the chance to eliminate you in a funny way. The next is Liquid. I think especially when you're on BBL, that was kind of like a bit of a bogey team. And now like you and Pau and Prophet coming over, it's the same again. And then the third is Fnatic. Like the rivalry is, I feel, more so been created by the fans than anything else.
It's more personal with Fnatic.
Okay.
In terms of not us versus the players, but in terms of the, you know, what has happened between the players and stuff. That's more. With Liquid, it's nothing personal for me. More about that they beat us last year every time we were trying to qualify to Toronto as champions. So, yeah.
So looking at your bracket now, is there kind of a part of you that goes, this is almost the gauntlet I want?
Yeah, this is a perfect bracket.
Because I feel like you can look at it one of 2 ways. It's like, it's this again. But I feel like
that's the best bracket. Like if we want to qualify, you need to beat all the good teams. And I think these, like Liquid and Fnatic, as you said, like they are good. They are those kind of teams that you actually want to beat. You know, like there is something special about beating those 2 teams, or would be. So yeah, that's for sure. That's the funny part of the bracket.
It's true. I felt nice beating Liquid on stage. in Santiago, it felt even more. You know, so it's actually a good thing, yeah. Liquid is like most consistent team, I think, throughout like so many years, you know, I think of VALORANT. So always nice, you know, to beat them. Yeah.
I was going to ask about something that we talked on earlier, which was, you know, going to an international, turning around with meta changes and how difficult it can be to prepare, right? Well, we've just had stage 1, longer than kickoff, more games, more chances for teams to, you know, have a slower start and then make it through and have that second bite of the cherry coming into playoffs with more preparation. I wonder, do you think that the teams that make it and the teams that deliver in London will have more, like, do you put more stock in that event because it's further into the year and there's more lead up to it and more preparation? Will that show us the real best teams sort of on a global scale, like, or is it another Masters are the same in your minds?
In some, I mean, it's because the meta changed, right? It's hard to look at it. Like if it was the same Yoru meta, I think yes, because then people, maybe teams who didn't play Yoru as much on kickoff would have now time to prepare for so they would have longer time and maybe adapt to that. But now because the Yoru is gone, I think everybody kind of started on an even number again and or like even line.
Yeah.
So I think that kind of, not.
And that's why Fnatic is the best. I mean, they played Yoru, but like Fnatic style was always like this kind of, you know, their own. And now it's kind of their own, you know. There's Neon, but it's like kind of their own play, you know. Like this is their playground that they like.
Yeah, there is more variety.
Yes.
Do you think they're the quickest team to adapt to meta changes?
No.
No?
I mean, you could see in kickoff, you know. Like I don't think it's good to say. You
That's
know?
just
like,
kickoff, though.
Kickoff is just a Mickey Mouse. Like.
Well, yeah, do you think people hold it to less value? Because that seems to happen every year. You have the kickoff teams. They make it to a Masters. It doesn't even seem to matter how those teams do at Masters. The fan perception is, Well, stage 1's different though. It's like the second Masters seems to be, I would say, fan perspective, held at a higher standard.
I mean, I don't know. For me, everything is the same. Like kickoff, we have more time to prepare. So obviously, the teams that have the best read on the meta currently gonna be the best. I guess. I don't know. I wasn't in franchising last year, but that's how it looks. In stage 1, you're gonna have teams that also adapt to the meta quicker. Like we in this game, it's not like Counter-Strike that you play along the year, everything the same.
One new smoke in 3 years.
Yeah, smoke connector, and go, so yeah, like that's the brutality of this game. I think also takes the time of preparation for you. Like also you need to have really experienced players, coaches, and also you need to have good read on the meta. Also you need to have not be burned out also from all the time, to know how to manage the time to spend it healthy, so you're not burnt out, so you actually can spend time on adapting to the meta and finding new things for the stage 1. I think it's really hard to stay consistent in this game. That's why you never had like so dominant teams, like maybe you have some more consistent, more not, but it's not like in Counter-Strike that you have now Vitality just destroying everyone over and over,
No pressure.
Yeah. It's good that they are, people are not focusing on us, we are losing, but they are winning, so.
No, but you know what I mean, like it's really hard, to keep up, to the pace.
Well, yeah, something else that Nats actually said yesterday, and I kind of want to ask this to you, Jamppi, if you feel the same, because you said you want to be on your side of the bracket, but he mentioned that he thinks that your side is harder. Obviously, the other is Eternal Fire, Heretics, Foot, and then dropping down into BBL. Do you agree with the sentiment that your side of the bracket is harder, or are there some teams there where you're like, actually, Heretics, Eternal Fire, I don't know if I want to play them?
I mean, Eternal Fire was hard team to play against, I admit that, but yeah, I think it's hard to say, but yeah, I think in general you would agree that it's harder, that side of the bracket. But for me, Eternal Fire was a very annoying team to play against, at least the first time.
They look annoying.
Yeah, it was very annoying to play against them, so... Yeah.
They are, yeah. I played them in Ascension.
Yeah.
I mean, they have some very specific play style, Like nobody has it,
I've never seen anyone play Viper the way Echo does.
I mean, Foot is playing really similar to them now. When I play them, this new Foot, like with Vlad. When I play, I had flashbacks that they have a lot of similarities.
Their old coach, so he's probably brought some of the ideas.
I think they brought a lot of similar things. They have also SOP, which also probably bring a lot of the same value. So I think that's why they really, need to find out to counter them somehow. Because it's really specific gameplay they have.
And I think that's why it makes it better that we play possibly Liquid, or we play Liquid, and then if we play Fnatic, because there is more energy, as Starxo said. Those, like when you have a team that you really want to beat, you have more like extra load to it. And we, as I said, like those two teams are those kind of teams that I personally really want to beat. So it's much better to have like that way, because then like if you beat them, it should be such a confidence boost for yourself and your whole team.
Speaking of which, like Eternal Fire especially, they surprised a lot of people this stage. I think Who do you guys think has the highest, other than your team, has the highest skill ceiling within playoffs right now?
Just a pure aim.
Well, by any metric, by how they play the game, like who do you think playing their version of perfect Valorant would be the most dangerous team? That isn't you guys.
I mean, for me, Foot, because I played Foot. Yeah, like the way
Foot
they
over
shoot.
Eternal Fire.
I mean, I didn't play Eternal Fire.
Oh, sure, okay,
now,
yeah,
right?
Of course, yeah.
So I cannot relate, but like the way Foot plays, like, no, I mean, I'm a bit old, so I don't react to the shots, But if it was 5 years ago, maybe I would have, shot some heads. But no, if they have good day, they shoot insanely hard, and the way they structure their gameplay, is like also really hard to counter. So I would say them for me,
Before we get into your answer for that, I just want to ask then, are you impressed by Sociable taking up the IGL mantle and like the level that they're playing at? Because a lot of people had concerns about him. It was I think it's his first time ever IGLing, right?
He was IGL in tier 2 in Turkey.
There we go. Because I felt like he slipped in there so quickly. It was amazing to hear, but that makes sense that he has experience.
I mean, I don't know how much impact he has, as IGL, so we cannot say, right? We can glaze him or not, but I don't know. We don't know how much the coach put.
He might
you know?
be able to give you something because
Yeah, I mean, he's a super smart player. I can tell you that. And I think last year his English improved a lot. But I think once he can speak his native language, I think he's much better because he's a super smart player, in my opinion, like in terms of decision making. And last year, he was calling sometimes like something, but because of his English, he was not so natural doing it. So I think once he can speak now Turkish, I think, like.
So were you not surprised to see him succeed in this role in this team?
Of course, I'm still a bit surprised. Because they won their group, right? I don't think just one player change ever makes that big of a difference. So of course I was still surprised, but I'm very happy for him for sure.
Oh yeah, okay. And then who do you think is the most dangerous? Who has the highest ceiling?
Highest ceiling, in terms of like, if I would just pull pure gameplay, of course Fnatic I would say, because just like in terms of how I view the game, but who's the most annoying to play? I think Eternal Fire and Liquid.
Oh, and Liquid, okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Like,
why Liquid in particular? Because I think Eternal Fire, like, everybody sees how they play and goes, that must be irritating. They're on you all the time. What is it about Liquid specifically that you're like, they're difficult to play against?
It comes from last year, probably. I sometimes just feel like they don't play with any logic. That's the problem. Like, sometimes it's very annoying to read in game. And that's why I put them as annoying. But I think Fnatic is, in terms of, if they play good, they are the most like who I would put my money on to win.
They're the most complete, I guess,
exactly.
with everything.
But like Eternal Fire and Liquid for me are like, when I play them, it feels annoying.
Same with Foot. I mean, I played Liquid yesterday. It wasn't annoying, but we lost still. We lost. I lost to Liquid yesterday.
Well, I guess that's...
At least you didn't have to see Nats today.
Yeah.
Well, now people know when this is recorded.
I don't actually know. Cup.
I kind of want to take a different turn then, because obviously I think both of your teams are in positions where we know where the ceiling is, but getting there is another thing altogether. To make it to London, for either of you, what do you think is the one thing you go, okay, that needs to change?
I have the best answer to this.
Go for
Stick to the plan.
Exactly.
Roll the clip.
Just stick to the plan.
Or have the plan.
Have the plan.
plan.
Have it and stick to it.
Okay. Did you not have a plan?
Because that's what you're working on.
I mean, you watched our attack?
Sometimes.
Little self roast.
So yeah, I guess we need to look at the IGL of mates.
Yeah.
Yeah, who the hell is that guy, bro? Bring him there.
What's he even doing, bro?
Bring him there.
No, but I think for us it's just sticking to the plan and just playing the game sticking to the plan and being on the same page, because I think that was the problem with us. Million ideas and million stuff and not really decisiveness what to choose, and that was the hard, like, why we struggled. And
I have a question. The comms that were put out, obviously, I feel like they might have done you slightly dirty, like where it was quite hectic. Was that a specifically bad scenario, or has there been a lot of cases where that has been the problem, where things kind of get lost?
Exactly. I think the hecticness, because that makes you hectic because you have 2 million ideas and you need to decide on the moment what to do. And I think that was for sure a problem for us, and that's been what our focus point, to be calm and kind of be more decisiveness.
Okay.
Especially from my side, like more just giving like direction for everyone.
Okay. So other than the IGL, what would you say is things that you guys are looking at as like a big change? Is it more meta based? Because that was kind of what you mentioned a bit earlier with like the look at veto and maybe other aspects.
I think this we already found out.
Okay.
Maybe more of like a confidence thing right now for us. Like I feel like we've been struggling, like everyone in the team, to find the balance, to push ourselves also to understand that we can do it, because I think at some point of the preparation we kind of missed it, that we actually played in Santiago and it actually was fun, that we actually could play there. We were really close to beating Nongshim as well, which back then we really were sad about the lose, but after they won, we were like, that's how you think about the game, we were like, oh, we lost to Nongshim. We don't know if we should be losing to this type of teams, because we're quite good and stuff, but like this is not the way we should approach it, and like I think as soon as we change the approach, mental side, I think if we're gonna be calm and we're gonna be playing our game, then I think the run we can make it still, you know. So that's it.
I feel like that's a big challenge though for a leader as well, and for a team in general to come in and treat every opponent as if they could win the grand final. Like, do you think you learned a lot from that experience?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of do it already, you know, but like it's more like a team thing, you know, team preparation. You know, I think that's what we missed a lot during many games, you know, like throughout the group stage as well. I think the preparation wasn't like the best, like to every opponent. Maybe like game wise it was, but like mental side, it was a bit struggling, you know. So that's why we struggled to start games good. We struggled to keep the momentum, keep the snowball of the game. We always like do some silly things, lose some eco round, and then we get annoyed and stuff like this, which was biggest problem for us to keep the game stable. So this is something we're gonna work on for the playoffs. Start good, keep consistency. Maybe some close games, we don't care, but at least like be consistent throughout. You know, don't be like, you know, keep it calm. Maybe lose, maybe not qualify, but at least find the ground, find the balance for the rest of the year. Shanghai is still there, you know, nothing is over London. Like if you miss it, the EWC, a lot of things in front, you know.
Yeah.
Well, to finish, I feel like you could probably guess where this was going. Who do you think are the 3 teams that are going to make it? I'm going to assume you're going to say yourselves.
So we have Mates, Vitality, you have one more.
Yes, exactly.
You don't have to say each other. You don't have to.
No, but just out of the
don't
thing that
rude.
he came there, by the way, just saying, yeah.
Are you going to put Liquid in there? Heritors?
Nah, these guys are cooked, I think. I let Jamppi first.
Yeah, I'll put us and Fnatic and who's the third? Eternal Fire.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, good. I mean, I don't put us, I think, for now. So we need to work hard for the spot. So I would say, yeah, I mean, Fnatic, obviously, like looks like nothing can stop them for now. It's like obvious choice. I think I think Turkish teams have zero. They're never scared, you know. Say. So like they're not scared
with
to
Foot
play.
it is that they already won upper bracket, so they need only one win.
One game.
Like
you put them already.
In terms of chances, they probably have higher chance than Eternal Fire.
It might be between them and Eternal Fire, right?
Actually,
Because they're on the same side of the bracket.
Exactly.
So I guess you have a pretty good odds, unless Heretics have looked pretty good recently, though. Like their last few games were.
They're looking good. I mean, to be honest, the way they played against us, I feel like they had insanely good preparation. I think if they keep the preparation for every team like this, you know, and they can find a way to approach the team like they approach us, they can have a good run, you know. So, who do I put?
It's Heretics Foot or
Let's put
Eternal
Vitality.
Fire. Well, they're on a different. Fnatic, Vitality, and you are all on the same side.
Yeah, but I don't care.
Okay, fair enough. That is a very good response. I guess the only other thing I'm just curious about is a lot of people talk about sometimes being placed later in the bracket can kind of screw you because of momentum and not having the games.
For sure.
Would you rather be earlier in the bracket, or would you rather be one away and we could just prep
one
hard
win
for one
away,
away?
of course.
I mean, one game is good.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just
but it can play against you. Like let's say the team who's coming to the upper bracket like has an insane win. So of course the moment, and because especially now you play back to back. So you play next week Thursday and then you play Friday instantly. And if you have a convincing win, surely that momentum can carry for the next day, and that can be dangerous for sure. But I think I still rather just start one win away for sure.
That's always nice.
Yeah.
Just one game.
Yeah.
We need 3 in a row.
Well, technically, whoever you play is going to have already played a game. Do you think that you have the advantage coming in fresh, or they have the you coming in fresh and they just lost?
And they played they
have
one day break,
so
they can
but
breathe.
1 day break is good.
It's a big
experience
good,
playing losing and back-to-back games. Not fun.
Yeah, well,
Not fun.
Well, either way, we've had their predictions. I believe if you stick around, you're going to hear our predictions, if that's something you care about. Nonetheless, for now, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll see you in a
Don't
moment.
stick around.
It's done.
Welcome back. We are here. As you can see, it is the Spike Drop. I'm now joined by Audaz, Crewen, and Yetujey back for a second week in a row. You're a very, very popular guy.
I miss you.
I want to jump straight into things, and Audaz, I'll be honest, I want to start with you. Meta talk. I feel like you guys have done fantastically well in this meta. Was the changes away from Yoru as good as it got for you guys, and with Phoenix and everything else being so good?
Yeah, I think so. So I think Yoru was very overpowered for us. They really play well, like Loversuck or
We didn't play that much, but right.
Yeah, it was really overpowered, so we can play with, and those guys are playing operator so well. We can figure out that. So when you're gone, I think we just got star. We are the stars now, and with them.
Yeah, you guys must have also been pretty happy. But you also did change some players as well, so I guess that helped out.
But actually, we have to change some players. I think for right now the current meta, it's more best for the flex players, because for the past years, flex players was not that much overrated, or no one just care about. They just feel the roles and trying to do the perfect thing they can they do. But right now, flex players are so like how can I say,
Valuable?
Yeah, so valuable. Yeah. Like Fabian.
Yeah,
He's
they can
really
show
good to use,
themselves
yeah.
better.
Also Larok, yeah. They really did it good. But right now we have two double main duelists, so we don't need any flex. we are just doing what we need to do.
Yeah, we are doing the same.
So it's really strong for flex, but you don't need a flex.
Yeah, of course. We don't need it.
I feel like you countered your own argument here.
No, maybe, but if Sop was a flex player, we can think about it. Also, he said to us, I can play Teo or something if you want, but we see the Neon, so no need. No need for any shock.
And for you, Crewen, I feel like a lot of this was more a question of time, obviously coming straight off of Masters. We know that you have a lot of very flexible players within. So what has been sort of the issue coming into this meta, moving away from Yoru when you had such a fantastic Yoru player?
Yeah, we don't have much time to prepare ourselves because like they nerfed Yoru so much, and like we were like playing Yoru every map, and it's hard to adapt, but we can adapt. Like we played not that good, like as we expect, but on playoffs, I think we can show ourselves like more much than this stage, because we know each other. Like I know Loverstruck can do everything. He didn't do so much. He knows it as well, but I think he can do much more than this. Yeah, and I trust him.
So we spoke a lot about this year being like the year of the tier 2 teams, the Ascension teams rising up on the broadcast and just in the greater community as well. And I wanted to know from you guys and from your experience playing against the younger guys coming up, do you think that the tier 2 teams come in hungrier than the tier 1 teams, or is it like the other conversation that happens a lot is that you guys have to adapt to tier 1 teams, that like change your style and maybe your style won't work against tier 1. Do you think it's an advantage coming from that tier 2 system?
Like it's tier 2 teams are gonna be much more comfortable, I think, because tier 1 team style is more like do default, wait, do some, just take some utils. But tier 2 games are different. Like they can just rush. You can't expect. It's different. Like we were playing like that on tier 2 and it's working on tier 2. But on tier 1 it changed. But I think it's hard to adapt against tier 2 teams.
Yeah, it's funny because like this was the conversation a lot about how the tier 1 teams with their slower style, with the default approaches, that your style would not work against them. And it feels like it's almost the opposite. Like their style doesn't work against you guys. I wanted to ask you, Audaz, did you feel underestimated coming into this league?
Yeah, I guess so. Everyone underestimated us, and we were just running and shooting them, so it was really fun for us. And I think they still underestimate us. They think just we are rushing, but we thinking and rushing. We know what they're doing, what they're capable of. So I think they just still underestimate us, and we will show them.
Yeah. Have you learned anything from how the tier 2 guys play? Well, tier 1 now, sorry, but the Ascension teams play.
I actually prefer to face against tier 1 than facing against tier 2 teams
Really?
because like they are like they said, they are so unexpected and they are so crazy while they're playing. Like we did face against Enterprise on the EMEA Clash, and we saw that Cozy gonna shoot everyone. So after that, I said, okay, if we don't have to play against tier 2 teams, then don't play, please. Because in practice, it's okay, it's funny, and sometimes giving you some confidence because you know more logic than them.
Sure.
So it's always going more easier, but in the official games you can't understand because when they start losing or something, they are just doing crazy things and you just can't shoot them.
Yeah.
I then kind of want to ask about like you guys, because like obviously I think last year you had I want to say a rivalry, but we'll be honest, it was a little bit one-sided.
Yeah,
it kind of went the other way. Then we got to this stage. I'll be honest, I didn't get many pick'ems wrong. I got this one wrong because you guys beat them every time. This was different. And I have to ask, how did that feel for you guys coming in to that sort of top flight and beating the team that was very hard to beat for you in that tier 2 system?
You know, it was amazing to beat them in stage. But we beat them because of they're playing same, like they play same and the Yorgon, and it's affect them so much. And I think they can't adapt. So because that, I think they lose. But I think in the next matches, I think they're gonna be repair. They're gonna do much better things. I hope so. So I want to play them again.
Okay. Well, what are your thoughts on it? Did you? I don't want to say did you take them lightly, but did you go into that game maybe a bit too confident because of the tier 2, or was it just they came out swinging and it was harder than maybe expected?
I don't think so. Like we just prepared as normally because we know they're not that bad. Like they're playing normally.
Yeah.
And like we beat them so much, but we think that we can beat them as well again. But like I think it's just put us pressure. Like because we beat them so much and they just hungry to beat us, and it just makes them more passion. Like they felt more passion. We didn't felt that so much.
Okay.
Like we should have won that match, but like we just choked. That's what I said.
Speaking of your history as well, I have a question that I haven't heard you answer before, and I'm very curious to see. Unless I'm mistaken, you played your Ascension final the day before you played, right?
Yeah.
And so, first question. Before you played your final, did you watch? I'm sure you were busy preparing, but did you watch any of their match?
I didn't watch, but we just saw it on the TV. Like
you saw that
they just
won.
qualified for tier 1.
And
we just saw that.
Did that motivate you? Did that inspire you, or did it add pressure to now also join? Like, how did that make you feel to see your fellow countrymen succeed?
I think it put pressure a little bit because they just won before us.
Yeah.
Like we were like, oh my god, they won. We have to win as well.
Yeah.
But it put pressure, but it's make us motivated so much as well. And we did it. Like it didn't change so much. We did.
How did you feel seeing both of these guys making it to VCT? Like, is there national pride there?
Actually, it was so crazy to watch him because, like, I was 100% and know Pacific gonna made it.
Yeah.
So when I see the Ulf as well, I feel like, okay, the Turkish VALORANT is coming back to more aggro right now because I know this squad is like always more aggressive and always have so much aim power.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even if better than us, maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, I really like to see them qualifying. We can have a little rivalry like in the Turkish dominance. But that's fine for us. Like it making us happy when we are watching. But when we are playing, they are just my rival.
Does it feel to all three of you now, though, that we have all these Turkish teams here? Does it feel like every stage, every season is going to be a battle for the crown of like who is the best Turkish team? Does that mean anything to you guys? Or
of course, I think. Yeah. We're gonna see who's the best team in Turkey.
It always giving a lot of pressure actually because like. If I have a match against TL, after the match, I saw BBL or Eternal Fighters playing another match. I insta gonna try to watch them because I always saying, oh, maybe they can lose actually. maybe they can lose, so we can be still in the best team. But then I see they're winning. I'm saying, like, we need to win the second match as well now.
I think everyone is like that. I'm not gonna lie.
I kind of then want to talk about the expectations of this stage and how that plays, because I think I want to start with you, Crewen. I think you come into this stage maybe for the first time with a proper target on your back. I think you come into this year with everybody expecting you to be good. I don't know if they expected you to be that good and make it all the way to Masters, like Challenge versus NRG, and like have these fantastic games. When you came back this stage, do you think teams were like watching you and that made it harder?
Yeah, of course. They analyzes us so much, and like we should have to change so much things, but we didn't because we don't have so much time for that. Like what are we gonna do? Like we change our comms, change our tactics. Like we're gonna analyze ourselves and then change. Like we need so much time for that, but we didn't do that because of the time.
Yep.
But right now we have time. Not much time, but we have time. So we have to just prepare ourselves for the next match, and we're gonna show ourselves who are we.
Yeah, I kind of want to then just go for the counterpoint, because I think that obviously you finished last in the first one. It didn't go fantastically well, and then you were playing with multiple stand-ins, so expectations were almost zero. Like, do you think people underestimated you coming into this stage? Because, like, especially I want to start with you, Audaz. Because you didn't have your full team, you lose one of your players to this guy, and then come in with Izzy, who people haven't seen for a long time. Do you think people looked at you and went, we'll probably still easily win, and then got surprised when they first played?
I think not because of Izzy, because he was already a good player on tier 2, and he showed himself on 2022 or 2023. Yeah, he was coming, he showed himself in here. So I don't think they underestimate Izzy, but they underestimate us all. So yeah.
And from the other side of things, do you think people again looked at Foot and went, they've made changes, but there's no way they'll be good that quick?
Yeah, actually not for maybe stage 1, but for the past 1 year or something, I was always feeling it. Like people start to play disrespecting to us. Maybe because of the results, because of the like they always add some new players and they always find their wonder kids or something.
Yeah,
they always have a better advantage because they was shooting better and reading better the game. But for now, I think no one can underestimate us.
Yeah.
Sort of an open one to the floor here, guys. I think you showed me the number. It's like 18 out of 40 of our playoff players are Turkish right now. Like that's crazy.
I think only 4 didn't make it.
Yeah. So like not only are almost half the players in playoffs Turkish, more than half the players who are Turkish are making it here. A vast majority. Like, first of all, like, what the hell are you putting in the water over there? Like, what's happening? Like, what is it about growing up in the Turkish scene that seems to push people to be just these top tier competitors? Like, is it the internet cafes? Is it the culture? Just the genetics? Like, what's going on? What do you think makes Turkey so special in the FPS scene?
I don't know. Every Turkish has good aim.
Yeah,
I cannot lie. But on tier 1. They expect us to be brainless, but we're not.
Yeah.
Like we can shoot really well, but we can think as well. Like if we make it to the tier 1, you have to change. You can shoot only. Like you have to use your brain. You have to use some tactics. Yeah. Like this is, I think Turkish players can shoot and can use his brain.
Yeah.
Then we are using brain. That's why we're here.
Do Turkish teams take more risks than teams from other regions?
Thank you. That was the question.
Yeah, I think I can just cut. Yes, we are taking more risk.
And it was about whether or not they are more calculated, or like, are they calculated risks, or because I think people look at them and go, that was a blind risk. That was someone doing something silly. But from your guys' perspective, there's a thought behind each of those risks.
Yeah, because we are always analyzing them. So because of that, we know what they're capable of doing. So we are just running and shooting them.
I think for the past years, like when we start playing on this Valorant thing, we saw that Supermassive plays and then Foot without me. I see that time was like 2023 or something. Everyone was running and shooting. But after that, we understand we have to think as well, because we see how Fnatic plays. They always create some good mindset about the game while they're playing. And then we just try to keep running and shooting, but also start thinking, because when you are start thinking and shooting well, then no one can stop you. So after that, I can understand when Eternal Fire plays a game, like if they don't have any meta advantage or something, they do some silly things, but that makes them Eternal Fire.
Okay.
So yeah, that's important. But we all, I think, understand the game well.
Yeah. I then want to kind of look towards the bracket that we have coming up. Obviously, you're going to be kicking off against the side of Heretics, which I think should be quite an exciting game. You recently played them, and it was the one game that was a little bit of a struggle. And then if you win that game, you go up against them. If you lose that game, it's up against you. So we do kind of have the trifecta. I want to start with you. And it's like, of the two teams in that upper bracket, is there a preference? Is there someone you're like, I'd rather face them again and send them out? Or I'd rather face Heretics and do the same?
Yeah, I like to face them, but I do not prefer someone. Like if you want to qualify for Masters, we have to win everyone. Like, if it's Eternal Fire, Heretics, Foot, it doesn't matter. We have to win every match. But I prefer them.
Why?
Because we want to win. Like, it's Turkish derby.
Yeah.
We
It's
want
more
to win.
exciting
Yeah.
to play against us.
We lost our match, last match, and we want revenge. Of course, I want them.
But would you say that, because obviously there's a couple of Turkish players in Heretics as well, is the atmosphere back home, like in Turkey, different when like a full Turkish team faces a full Turkish team like the two orgs? Is it like a crazy thing, or is it maybe specific matchups that are more like
I think
people love?
it's more excited, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then moving on to you, obviously, it's kind of a similar question. Do you want revenge on Heretics for the defeat in the group stage, or do you want to go head to head with the two sort of, I guess, fiery teams?
Yeah, I want to play against Heretics and take revenge if they can play without Rians. If they can add any standing or something, okay, I can play against them. But I don't know, for Riaz, I see a tweet about that, like last performance against Foot.
Yeah.
He always just dominates us. Like we can't even try to
It's
shoot him.
insane as well. It's not just like he has a good game. He goes
he's seen
insane
as well.
mode. Like,
Yeah.
He said it after map one.
Yes.
He said it after map one of the series. He went, I always play well against Foot, and then did even better in the next map. Like,
I mean, we changed players as well to win it, but we still can't do it. But actually, I don't mind that much about any rivalry or any opponent, because I don't want to load any meaning for them, because we just focus on the next match. We don't care like them which team gonna come and face to us. So. But if we can see Eternal Fire, I think it will be a really good match because of Soap, maybe because of Vlad. We see a lot of things between them. So I think
has that created a rivalry between you because Sop is on the other team?
Not for me, but my team, yeah, I think so. I love Soap.
Who in particular?
Nicky.
Give me names.
Nicky, so I can say that. Not for me. I love him. I hope him for best. But if he
Not in
against
that game.
them, yeah, in that game.
do you think then, if you end up facing off against Foot, having a player there that you know so well, does that add, and with that history, does it add more pressure or more fun for you to play against them?
More fun, I can say.
Okay.
I then kind of want to ask, like, obviously, when you were like coming up through the scene, I think Foot has been the Turkish org. Like, I think BBL had their moments of being close, but Foot were the one that made champions, went to international events. Does that hold some meaning to you, looking at that squad and going like, I have the chance to beat them and make it to an international if we win that game?
No. Yeah, no.
No, didn't care about.
No, I don't care.
Don't care about the past.
Because I don't care about the past. I'm looking now and present, so it doesn't matter if they go champions or not. we are here right now. Now we're gonna face them, I think, if you beat it against Heretics. So yeah.
Well, that was something, I think it was yesterday, Nats was talking about the side of the bracket, and I'll give you a spoiler. We asked Jamppi earlier about the sides of the bracket, and they said that their side is tougher. So the side with Liquid, Vitality, and Fnatic is tougher than Eternal Fire, Heretics, and Foot. I just want to know, do you agree? Do you think that their side of the bracket is tougher than yours, and yours is an easier route?
No, I don't think so. Our bracket is more tougher, I guess.
Why?
More Turkish.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
Yeah, actually, they can think like that, but maybe it's because of their position. Because we see they are not that much good right now. So for our bracket, Eternal Fire is on the first stage, and they are so close to the international event. We want to go back to against the big stage. And about Heretics, of course, I know they want to go Masters or Champions. They always go there. But I think Eternal Fire and us gonna just choose who is gonna go to international.
Yeah.
I can give you some interesting information as well. That is like the teams that you played, who were here earlier, have predicted you to make it. So it's like, I think you played versus, was it Mates?
Yeah.
You played versus Mates. Starxo thinks that you guys will make it. And you played versus Vitality, and Jamppi thinks that you will make it. So clearly you both made a pretty good impression.
I think it's because of when we won against them, we always just show them that we control all of the game, and we are so dominant on the game and so confident. That's why they think like that, I guess. Because for Eternal Fire as well, they are looking. They have so many confidence, but I don't know. Maybe because of that. Because for the past matches, I don't think so that much. Like, I can't say this team gonna be qualify 100%. But after the end of the group stage, of course, people gonna understand who is more close to do it.
Okay, so I wanted to ask about if anything changes going into playoffs. Like, we've just been through our group stages, one game a week. Now it's going to be back-to-back games, potentially, or one day in between them. What do you think from your perspective? Is it just another game-by-game sort of situation, or does playoffs feel different?
I think that's fine for us. Like, we don't have that much pressure about it. But if we start like lower, like PBL, but if we start like in the lower, then we can have more pressure because you don't have any chance to lose.
Do you think that's because of experience, though? You've been through a lot of playoffs and these things. Like, in the early days, did it feel more?
No, I think it's more
intense?
Like about confidence right now because we have a good mood and we're just feeling better, like better than the past 2 years or something.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, so we don't have that much pressure. I also in my team the other players has always so many confidence. And when I see Sociable's face, he always doing like that's fine. Yeah, he always
arrogant smirk.
That's fine. Yeah, and so. I think he doesn't about thinking like, are we gonna can't made it or what?
Oh yeah,
he doesn't even care about it. And Zeus just thinking about, oh, I should kill 50 or 60 right now. So yeah, we don't that much focus on the thing that we can't do it.
Yeah,
we always focus on we can do it, and we are trying to don't think about that so much. We just don't want to. Lot more pressure, like a lot more meaning about the game, because when you do it, then you feel more pressure.
Yeah.
So we are just trying to stay in the keep the good mode and positivity, and try to have better practice for the upcoming match.
Well, I kind of then want to move on because I feel like for the two of you, it's very different. Like this is your first playoffs in the tier 1, but obviously it's also you're only just finishing out the first time with your actual team. What is it like just making it to the playoffs? Like, did that mean something to you in general, or was it just like we kind of always knew we were going to get there with how good we are?
We always knew it, but we didn't think we're gonna win like 4 match. We think we gonna just win 3 match, and we just gonna playoffs, and we do our best. And
so, who were you surprised then that you beat? Was it?
Yeah.
I remember, I think it was Echo did an interview where he was like, I think we're better than everyone, but we'll finish second to BBL. I think that was the exact quote that he gave on the stage.
Yeah.
Was that the same feeling for you going in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think my team feels like that. We just say if you beat BBL, I think it's end. We're gonna just finish.
And then for Crewen, this is kind of a weird one for you because you made it to an international, but obviously in EMEA, this is your first playoffs because the last one was a full bracket, but you never lost a game. So this is the first time you've kind of had one life to run it all the way back. Does that feel a lot more pressure on you in these moments, or like does it feel any different?
Yeah, of course it put pressure. Like if it doesn't, I think that's very weird because you have no chance to lose. Like if you lose, you'll die. But we just after Fnatic match, we just talked. We just did deep conversations. Like we said what we need to do. We know what we need to do. But on playoffs, I think it's gonna be better BBL than the group stage. We have to, and we know what we do, and we're gonna make it, I think.
Does this style of like a more condensed amount of matches favor you rather than like one game a week like you have in
I think
groups?
it's bad for us. Like one day of week, it's not that good because like we play, we win, and one more day we play and we win. Like it's more good for us, I think.
You like the momentum of it.
Yeah, if you take momentum, there's no one can stop us. Like we're momentum players. I think
All Turkish players.
all Turkish players like that.
Yeah, exactly.
If Turkish players take momentum, no one can stop them.
Yeah, so would you rather be on the other side of the bracket then without all the Turkish people?
I'd like to play with Turkish teams. I think that's good. I don't want to just change my positions on the playoffs.
Should we move on to top threes?
Well, I was going to ask one more thing beforehand,
away.
and that was I want to go to each of you and sort of ask if there's something that maybe to improve or something that you think is important for you to make it to London. So like, what is the one thing that you go, if we do this, we will make it no matter what? And I'll start with you, Audaz.
If we just play confident, we know everyone and we just go London.
Okay.
The confidence is the key, I guess.
Okay.
I've seen you play. You guys
Yeah.
have a lot of confidence.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Against Pacific, we guys were scaring. I don't know why, but we were scaring and we really play bad. We win, but I don't think we win that. In my mind, we lose that match. So because we don't have confidence.
Do you think you play better as an underdog then? Because I think like versus BBL, versus Fnatic, versus
everyone else.
Vitality,
Yeah.
you were kind of considered an underdog. Versus them, you were the favorites.
Yeah.
So do you think that made a difference?
Yeah, I think so. The underdog is best for us.
So then sort of the same for you. The thing that you think for BBL, if we do this, without leaking too many secrets, you'll be making it to London.
Yeah, I think we need to remind who are we? Like, who am I? Who is Love Shrug? He needs to remind, everyone needs to remind who is he. That's the point, I think. Like, if we gonna just know who are we, there's no one can stop us because we know each other, we know ourselves. Like, we did before, we won kickoff. Like, we didn't lose match, and we know we can make it, but why not?
And for you, Yetujey, what needs to be done to make London? Win one game?
I think, yeah, we have to do it, but I think we just need to be more chill because we just need to control our emotions more better on the stage. Because when we play against Heretics, we were like 7-0 or something. We just want to see that we can do 13-0 to any other EMEA team. And after we lose one round, then we just start making some, I don't know, angry about the result because we really want to. Sociable told us we can lose, that's okay, but I really wanted to make it like 13-0. That's why I'm angry. I'm not angry about the losing, but I want to do it. And after that, we just understand we need to control our emotions about the game when we are playing.
That's interesting. I was going to ask you this earlier. You just reminded me of the question, which is for Turkish teams in general, and I think this entire table is a good example of it, we see a lot more standing up, a lot more shouting, a lot more emotion on the stage. And I wanted to know if, along with being, a bit more aggressive and more risk-taking than other regions, do you think that Turkish players in general are more emotional? I mean that in a good and bad way, like that they use their emotions much more in the game than maybe we see other teams.
Yeah, I think definitely that's true. We are playing with more emotions, and sometimes that's why we are losing, because I see so many times that one of the players is always standing up when they are winning a round, but he's playing like so bad.
Yeah.
Then we just we just need to understand that if we control ourselves, then we can control our KDA as well. Then we can win the match. So sometimes just try to, of course, to stand up and try to trash talk the other teams. I love it. I love to see it as well. But sometimes you should just take a deep breath and understand that you shouldn't do it at least 2 rounds. Yeah.
Okay.
Same for all of you. I want to ask you this. I don't know if you want to answer it. Are there other? Because obviously, LaRock stands up every round. Is there ever been a moment where you go, I would really appreciate if you sat down? No, you want him standing up every time.
Yeah, he can stand up. I don't care.
Does it give the rest of you energy when you see that, like on your teams, when someone's standing up? If you were thinking like, oh, that was a good round or whatever, does it like give you that extra jolt of energy to see it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
But
okay.
like if he stands up, he wants he wants it. Like if he doesn't want, when he stands up, like it feels like, oh, bro.
So you'd be more worried if he kept sitting down. Like if LaRock wasn't standing up, you'd be like, oh, we're in trouble.
Yeah, of course. Well, like he stands up every time. If he didn't, like we were like, bro, why are you not standing? Just stand up and just tell them.
I
sit
remember.
down.
I think it was like I can't remember the game, but it was like 6 or 5-0, something like that. And then you won 1 round, and he's like, "Yeah!" He's straight on his feet.
I don't remember which match.
I just remember that moment being like, "Bro, you've won 1 round," and he's already like,
"Yeah, he can just."
You
can do that.
It was versus them.
"Oh, was it?"
Yeah, I think it was versus.
that's
I
probably
think
why.
you started one of the maps really hot. Like I think you came in and he was still standing up, and it was because I remember it kept cutting between LaRock and Fabian was just sat there like he just didn't care. He was just playing his game.
I think it was Pearl. I remember too.
I think it might have been,
it was Pearl.
Do you guys thinking like doing that to the guy who is trying to do trash talk makes counter or not?
I think it depends. I think it depends. Like if you are winning, I think it's kind of like badass. Like it's like this doesn't even faze me. I'm winning by this much. I think if you're losing and a guy's standing up and shouting at you and you're just going like, it doesn't quite look as good because you're getting smashed.
Yeah, right.
I think it depends. Yeah,
depends on the score.
I missed to Bustio about it. Like Bustio was, whenever he wins, whenever he lose, he always stand up and keep the hold in the same position. Like I remember Masters match that we didn't even start the match. On the tech check, he just started standing up and waiting. And it was really bad feeling. And I was looking at my teammates. Okay, they don't care what they see, and they are having some tilt moment right now. So I try to do the counter and try to stand up as well. And after I lose, he just post that picture, the aura, and mentioned aura.
Yeah, that's rough.
It was hard match. I think we lose like 13-1 on Breeze on Icebox. It was so hard.
I think you got there a moment ago. I now want to ask you for some predictions, and
Let's go.
I'm gonna start with you because I know you always want to say that like you love all the Turkish teams. You're always very supportive of the Turkish teams. I think for all of them to make it to London is impossible because you're all in the same
bracket,
side of the bracket, so you're going to have a tough choice here. But who are your top 3 for London? Who are you looking at? I'm guessing you're putting yourselves because otherwise I'd be a little bit worried. But who are the other 2 teams?
Hard question. Yeah, for me, of course, I want to see all of them. All of the Turkish orgs.
Nice guy, Yetujey.
Yeah. On the table.
I mean, just remember earlier he did say, sometimes I watch them and think, oh, I hope they lose.
Yeah, I think everyone feels like that. Don't gonna lie. I think Fnatic gonna do it. we're gonna do it. And I don't know about the third team that much. Maybe Turn of Fire or BBL too, but I think one of them 100% gonna do it, but it will be not the third other team without any Turkish org.
Okay.
Yeah, the third team gonna be a Turkish. First us, second Fnatic.
Which one?
I just see it. I just see it. I'm done with it. I am done with it. It's always so hard because when I say something like that, then after if you lose or something bad happens, then people always try to harass me. I don't want to feel it. But
Just don't lose. There you go.
yeah, but Eternal Fire wins against BBL, so Eternal Fire gonna make it, I guess.
Okay, there you go.
Oh.
That's
I will-
Now
I
you guys just got
I'm sorry.
spicy.
Crazy. Who am I going to next? Crewen. Who do you think is going to be making it?
I hope every Turkish team can make it.
Heretics.
I think it's impossible, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
you're all on the
impossible.
same side, so
Only
I'm
two
pretty-
can make it
I'm-
max.
I could be wrong, but I think it's unlikely.
I'm
I
pretty
think
sure.
we're gonna make it. I believe, and we believe. And Fnatic, they looked good.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say Foot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Now he feels a little bit bad.
But I heard what you said. Maybe I can be wrong. Why you saying it after me?
No. I meant maybe I could be wrong about if all
Yeah,
of them.
yeah, yeah,
But I don't think I am because on the other side of the bracket, two teams have to play it and one of them has to qualify. So either Fnatic, Liquid, or Vitality, 100% qualify.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
there you go.
I have to
Just
say
give
Foot.
myself an out, you know.
I have to say Foot because if you want to qualify, we have to win them. I think that's why. But of course, they can win.
Unless he beats them.
They can win as well, but I don't know. Like I just said, Foot.
Audaz, maybe save the best till last. Who are you predicting to
I
go?
think same with them, Fnatic, us, and I think BBL win his first match. I think they're gonna win, but I think if they lose, they already eliminate. So I think Foot gonna be the other.
I like that you are sticking with the full like Turkish table though. So like no love for Liquid, Vitality, Mates. None of them have a chance.
I don't think so.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't believe them.
Yeah.
I like it. There's a
What
lot.
real quick, what if you had to pick a dark horse out of the other teams? Someone that you haven't predicted, but that you think has the best chance to make it in?
Which one has the most Turkish players?
Yeah.
I guess Liquid.
Yeah. They're always really good regionally.
Yeah.
Yeah. They always at the same spot. Like they're not like this. They're always like this.
Yeah.
They're not changing. If they change the roster, it doesn't it doesn't change.
Yeah.
They're always
the org
same.
gets
They're
there.
all like this. They can make it to the Masters. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they're
If they
always
can
like this.
find their momentum, then they will instantly gonna do it probably.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you're not saying heretics because of re-ends.
I don't want to talk about him.
He doesn't want to make it to an international where Rians is. Just in case.
Yeah. Okay.
Rians is not playing against him. That's why he can lose as well.
There you go. You're hoping that he helps you out a little bit.
Please win.
Oh, well, guys, it has been an absolute pleasure. I appreciate all of you for joining
Thanks
us.
for
Of
coming,
course,
boys.
if you would like to listen to some much worse opinions, me and Mitch will be giving our predictions in just a moment. So stick around for a little bit more of the Spike Drop. As promised, to finish, we are going to get into our predictions. It's what everybody's been waiting for. You've listened to the likes of Yetujey, someone who's been to Champions, been there, done that, got the T-shirt. Jamppi
Yeah.
has been to every event. Who cares about them? We care about what
I think
we
it's a bit ambitious of you, honestly, Tom, to assume people listen to that. I mean, I'm be honest, they probally skipped over it
Yeah.
to get to the juice over here. So,
Although-
you guys probably should go back and watch it, but we get it. You're here for this. Let's get it rolling.
So in all seriousness, if you got it this far, thank you very much. I appreciate the dedication.
Yeah, it takes a while to scroll through the bottom and see where we pop up, but yeah, you guys did great.
I do think that like a lot of what has already been said, I agree with.
Yep.
I think the Turkish boys like leaning heavily into the Turkish teams. I think that Jamppi and Starxo both predicting the Turkish team to beat them
Yeah.
is really cool.
Yeah.
And the fact that everybody has Fnatic, it feels like a given, which is the only thing that worries me a little bit, is that it feels like such a certainty that I almost then start going like, maybe something has to go wrong. I don't know. I'm guessing you have Fnatic as well, or is that where your pick? Because you said there might be some spice in your pick.
That's where my spice comes in. I'm going a little crazy. I don't think Fnatic make it through the top. I don't think they win their one game.
Okay.
I think they go down below. So in terms of the
Who
numbers,
are they losing to?
I honestly, because of the fairy tale, because of the bounce back, because of how lucky they were to get here in the first place, I'm going Vitality. I think they're turning it around. There's no bias there at all. And for that reason, I think they're going to be able to have the Cinderella run. The fairy tale started by them even being here. I'm waiting for that fairy tale ending.
Like, it's not impossible.
It's
like,
not.
if you go based on the team that was at the beginning of the year, the comms stuff,
They can fix that.
It threw me so badly, though. Like, because I was like, okay, things are clearly going wrong, and it was just so messy that I can't say.
The thing is, though,
so you think they're going to be Liquid, who there's been like a bogey team for Jamppi, Power, Profit for ages.
This is the fairy tale
And they're
run.
then going to beat Fnatic as well.
This is the fairy tale run. I'll tell you what, with these guys, things they were doing wrong, I don't know Sayonara and his experience level, but I've heard good things. Everybody else there, I can say, without a shadow of a doubt, they know what they're doing wrong. They don't have to be taught how not to do that, right?
Okay.
Like, they know that. You just have to get them back to the level, right? Steer the ship. You have an experienced crew. They're just like drunk right now. But soon they're not going to be. And when it wears off, you're right back on track. And I genuinely think that's where we're at. I think similar to, people laughed at me when I said Foot. They're going to top out. They topped out. You know what I'm saying?
You also said they're going to win the whole thing.
They haven't lost it yet. Ain't nobody else won it. I'm just saying, so far, I'm 100% right. And I think the writing on the wall is there for this team. Yeah. The writing on the wall is there for this team, though, to succeed. And I think, maybe my logic is flawed because I genuinely, if they made it, would maybe even say the same thing about KC. Like, I don't know how they failed. And I think Eng departing now recently as well, he announced that. And got to really respect him for being a man of his morals to actually go, I said I was going to leave. We lose. We lost. I'm out. And fair play. But something was wrong with that team that I think goes deeper. I think is harder to fix. Vitality should be a title contender. They should be. I have no reason that they shouldn't, and I think that they will turn it around in between stage 1 and playoffs.
See, my question is, because I've done a similar thing, but I've done it on the other side of the bracket, which is probably going to upset you quite a lot.
It already upset me. Yeah, I don't know which team you're going for, but it's upset me.
I think Foot is going to make it. I don't think they're going to make it first time. I'm going. So you've gone. Your bold pick is Vitality. My bold pick is Heretics. I think Heretics are the sort of team that once they start winning, they're just so damn good. Koshmaris has genuinely looked like one of the greatest signings ever. Genuinely, guys in crazy form. Woot started to look better. Rian's had his best match as the last match of the thing against Foot. So now my question is, do they beat Eternal Fire? And I think Eternal Fire, they're a young team. They're super explosive. I think versus Heretics, that they've already shown when they played versus Foot, who, as they were sort of talking, has a similar play style, they do well in that environment. So they have to do well in that environment 2 games in a row. Like, if anything, it feels like it plays into what Heretics need. So I think Heretics, and I think Fnatic, I can't fault them. Like, the biggest thing I'll always give to Fnatic, give them tape, give them time. They are the best team in our region, and they always have been. They are in the second game. They have tape, they have time. So I can't say they're going to lose whoever they play. Yeah. And then I think Foot will drop down and beat the others. It will just, the only thing that will stop them is mental. I think that between them and Eternal Fire, I still have a little bit of like it could be either. I think both of them are super fiery. The only thing that I'm questioning myself about is that I haven't put Liquid in, because no matter what I think of Liquid, they were in worse form before. They always made it. So I feel like an idiot for saying they won't.
Yeah, I think they're one of the teams that makes the best use of time between series when that time narrows down. They make the best use of time for their antis. Like, they always come in, even if it's the next day is your game. You've played today, tomorrow you're playing another opponent. They come in ready with anti for their opponent. And I think that's very hard for teams to get match pace with them when it comes to playoffs in that regard. So I do think that they have the upper hand. And I think, so from my side, Vitality beat them. That's a big ask. But then momentum carries them through. They're facing a Fnatic that's had a longer break, which isn't always a benefit. We heard earlier on the podcast as well, people view that as
always a benefit for others.
Yeah, for them. Granted.
It's not kickoff anymore.
Granted, but I think Foot make it through. I have no doubts in my mind about that top spot. Whether they have to come through lower bracket like you're predicting, or you're predicting them not to make it all the way there.
No, I'm thinking that they'll make it, but I think they'll go lower bracket.
Yeah, okay. So whether it's that route to finals and then winning for me, or just straight away blitzing through, I think they're going to be one of the first. Their match should be first, I think, just because we do top then bottom.
Sure, let's go with
guessing
that.
there. So I'd say that'd be the first team to qualify. I think.
Do you think they'll win the final though? Because you've put them as number 1 in the whole stage in your list. So do you think they're going to go into a best of 5 and beat whoever's there?
It's very tempting to say yes, just because I need to be consistent with my messaging. If they don't, then I'm wrong, and that's going to suck because I want to brag. But look, I think the level of the top EMEA teams is very close right now. I'm going to say that I think they can. And for that reason, I'll say I think they will.
They could.
Like, they have impressed me so much. I know I came into the start of the season talking a lot of smack about, not smack, talking them up a lot, saying that they were going to be great and they were going to be the best. Did I really believe 100% of what I was saying? No. It was a lot of hopeful, wishful thinking in there. And because there's a lot of unknowns for me. Jamppi told us earlier here on the Square round table that this was not his first time IGLing, which I think was clear. Like I said to you after like 1 or 2 weeks, like, either this guy has experience or he's like the fastest brain in the West. Like how he could so quickly adapt to IGLing. And again, you're going back to your national language. That definitely makes a difference in comfort. But he looked too comfortable. The team looked too comfortable. So that fills in a blank for me of like, is he God's gift to IGLing? No, he has experience. That makes sense. But again, because so many people spoke about him as a solid voice, and in English as well, not in his first language, which we know, like in interviews, he has a translator. So if he's needs a translator for an interview, but is actually contributing well to second calling in English as well, like, yeah, the guy should succeed. I believe in the team as well, top to bottom.
So they beat Vitality then? Because that's the thing, you have them in that upper bracket final. Obviously, at that point, they're both
upper
qualified.
bracket, they're both in. I think that they can beat Vitality.
So the momentum of Foot is better than the momentum of Vitality.
Yeah, is that a crazy statement? The momentum of a Turkish team is stronger than a non-Turkish team?
Vitality are going to beat Liquid, Fnatic, and then lose to Foot.
Yeah, exactly. Those aren't Turkish teams, mate.
I feel like you're like... I feel like your own logic is contradicting itself throughout the entirety of this bracket.
It might be. Maybe you're looking a little too closely. I'm just saying, look a little wider at the whole bracket when it's filled in, because you're going to see I was right. That's okay. So I'd say Foot through the top. I'd say Vitality make it, Fnatic go down, and Fnatic make it run. Fnatic lower bracket run. Who's seen that before?
Okay. So there you go. You have our teams. I have gone for... I would say I know, actually, you've gone for the bolder pick. I think Vitality at this point is the bolder pick. Fnatic and Foot are our safer bets. And then I've gone Heretics at the end. Of course, make sure you can comment down below on socials if you think we are idiots. And honestly, at this point, that might be valid. But this has been the Spike Drop Round Square Table. Make sure to subscribe. We've got plenty more coming.